Once upon a time, there lived a leader of Pakuan Pajajaran Kingdom in the land of Japan named Prabu Siliwangi VI. He was known for his wise, judicious, and courageous nature. Due to his bravery, he often hunted without being accompanied by his court. One day, Prabu Siliwangi was hunting animals in the dense forest. Unknowingly, he had ventured deep into the heart of the woods. Dangerous in his pursuit, they turned into night when he prepared to return to his kingdom. He became confused. Prabu Siliwangi didn't know where he was. After wandering around, trying to find a way out, he eventually grew tired and rested for a moment. Suddenly, a woman of exquisite beauty appeared before Prabu Siliwangi. The king's eyes lit up with hope, anticipating the help that would come. He immediately asked the woman for assistance in showing him the way out. The woman remained silent for a moment, inside that she would help, provided that Prabu Siliwangi could fulfill one condition. The condition was that the king must stay with her for a while. Prabu Siliwangi pondered his decision for a moment. Weighing his options, he felt that there was no harm in making a small sacrifice to be able to return to his kingdom. Finally, he agreed to the condition. They would return to the mysterious woman's house, which unexpectedly looked as magnificent as a palace. However, when asked about her origin, the woman refused to answer. As time went on, Prabu Siliwangi, who did not yet have a queen consort, began to feel comfortable living with the mysterious woman. Gradually, he even started to fall in love and intended to marry her. They eventually married and lived happily for a short time.
Before they knew it, day and night passed by. Prabu Siliwangi ended up staying longer than planned. He then remembered that he had been away from his people for too long. He had to return to the kingdom immediately, as his people needed a leader. His wife allowed Prabu Siliwangi to return and sent her troops to escort her husband back to Pakuan Pajajaran. Upon arriving at the place, Prabu Siliwangi greeted with joy by the people of Pakuan Pajajaran. All this time, they had thought that their leader had long since passed away. He then resumed his duties as king as usual. Days turned into months. He was so busy completing his work that he slowly began to forget his wife. One night, as the king was fast asleep, the sound of a baby crying was heard from outside. Prabu Siliwangi approached the sound and was surprised to find that it truly came from an infant. He immediately cradled and comforted the baby. Suddenly, a mist of smoke and light appeared before Prabu Siliwangi, followed by the emergence of a female figure. It turned out that the woman was his beloved wife, who brought news that the baby girl was the fruit of their love. She came before the king to entice their daughter to him and pleaded with the king to care for her like a human being. Hearing his wife's words, Prabu Siliwangi asked of an explanation of what she meant by raising their daughter like a human. His wife finally explained that she was a shapeshifter and the queen who ruled the forest. His wife hoped that Prabu Siliwangi could raise their child, protect her, and give her the best of everything.
By free high may is grow his way. I free high impregnate Prabu Siliwangi. So baby try by and try plagia and name Putri Kadita. Hey Praga Troy Club Hera Asbase Astro Claw Putri Kadita Gray in Clark King Hadmi Tisma Putri Kadita Baikul Resmi Hemtra Ishawal Claw His Claw Kinas May Emblem not in clicking within click blocky through planky cover head as glow head see glow like is low as in at clay glow they Siliwangi Prabu Siliwangi baik trawa habis glow di low is glow at now how slow his stogger Bismi Klau Putri Kadita. They hit Klau Plaski of Paku Pajajaran. They name Klau by Leda by Anuan. Anur Klau Pro Pakwa Pajajaran. Prabu Siliwangi. Daiskra Putri Kadita Pro Miss Iskra I had grown as grown Miss Cow as Princess Navy Dewi Mutiara as grow my as Hidra grow as Claire hid my Dewi Mutiara Paine as grow I baby boy Prabu Siliwangi Dewi Mutiara the Putri Kadita Henley my heart I family Hai Mercury here Praga Dewi Mutiara Tau so as cloudy so me as close suaya as play this made as silly how I November of Miss Prabu Siliwangi had brown law of her place in play by Dewi Mutiara Resto were guys just like a plot but as strong as maybe harder by Miss Crow he grows tight on clay was Proga Putri Kadita lately Paku Pajajaran Praja Dewi Mutiara Jelas Prabu Siliwangi Grow April Pro his they is they snow clear toy be dili hawa Edhar from near Herni his love Prabu Siliwangi was pro of a close hit as play as close as his hidden of a Putri Kadita. By blue my head warning his
The ruler of the South Sea. The descripts Putri Kadita effort to leave the place and wandered aimlessly into with the finally. She found a place to rest and meditate, which was Mount Kumbang. While meditating, she heard a whisper. The voice which called me to be her mother, to Putri Kadita to Butsof Pakuan Pajajaran. To find healing when asked why her mother did not show herself, the voice asked her to just believe. And there would be a team for test to meet, although not entry conflicts Putri Kadita calls the follow and feeds after day of walking and wandering. She finally arrived at Tosor's coach. Upon arriving, Todor essay again, fair and physical whisper from her mouthing sailing her to plug into the reggae waves of the sea and beauty with nature. Failing into a space Dewi Mutiara saw another way to get our Putri Kadita. with the help of the ladies in waiting, so much as Samanto cast a spell on the prince. That night, Putri Kadita was attacked by an honorable its the night into squeeze. Putri Kadita's body was covered in was body bills and a Pogus adored the king in faith many physical to school. The princess, the south Rasul will Nil Dewi Mutiara, the southeast of Brunusuto, excel Putri Kadita. Dewi Mutiara said that is left undertook Putri Kadita illness would spread to the kingdom and become an difficult blocks to overcome. Failing that his well request medicine say Prabu Siliwangi recalled excellent Putri Kadita.
Despite her fear, she still hoped to recover from her illness. Putri Kadita dived and submerged herself in the ocean. Instantly, all the scabies and pus on her body disappeared. In addition, she also gained extraordinary supernatural power that gave her control over the Southern Sea. Feeling indebted, Putri Kadita finally decided to settle and build a kingdom beneath the sea. Slowly, Putri Kadita gathered thousands of troops. Her loyal followers were not obstinate or brutality. It is said that many young princes wishes to marry Putri Kadita. However, she set a condition of the candidate to fight her first in the middle of the ocean wave of the ocean coast. Of course, not a single prince was able to defeat the prince's supernatural power. The prince's entire troops who were defeated in the battle when appointed as Putri Kadita's guard. In addition, Nyi Roro Kidul has greatly helped the surrounding residents in the maritime affairs, so that they could live professionally. She also protected them from disaster. Thanks to her service and supernatural powers, she was highly respected by the surrounding residents. This is the origins of the title Kangjeng Ratu Nyi Roro Kidul, or rule of the Southern Coast bestowed upon her. In Japanese tradition, the title Nyi or Nyai, Kangjeng, and Gusti are commonly used to refer to respected individuals who hold important role as symbol of costly.